All right, so when we're talking about engaging students, one thing that you really want to make sure that you're doing is making sure that every single student is focused on a task. One way we can do that is to ask everybody a question. Often in traditional classrooms, we may ask students a question, such as this question here: what does it mean to be healthy? And we may get one or two students who raise their hand and answer this. The problem is not every single student is engaged. This is because only one or two students would answer, and the rest of the students would just be listening or kind of checking out. Peardeck is a great way to make sure that all students are focused on the task. So here the task is asking a question and answering it, and it requires all students to provide an answer for that task. So in order to open Peardeck, I'm going to go ahead and close this so I can show you how I opened it. I have my slides open, and I'm going to choose add-ons. So when you open this Peardeck add-on, so you scroll over Peardeck for Google Slides add-on and choose Open Peardeck add-on, you may be prompted to log in. You're going to see that you do not have the full purchased version, but that's okay because there's still a lot of really great features that you can use. So if I want every single student to be answering this question rather than just one or two students answering, I'm going to put an Peardeck prompt on this slide. My favorite way to do that is using the text prompt. So the easiest way to do this is just go ahead and click on this text feature. It's going to load for a second. It's going to tell me that I'm adding the interactive question. And right here tells me as a teacher that this slide is now going to be interactive for students. This means that students are going to see my question. And I'm sure that you've seen this in some of your classes. The students are going to be prompted to write a response. You also have the option for choice, number, or website here. Choice could be kind of like a multiple choice question. So maybe I wanted this slide to be a multiple choice question. So I would just choose choice. It's going to give me a little tutorial, and this is where I would type my choices, such as eat fruit, exercise, or take care of your mental, physical, and social health. Now I'm going to choose update slide. Again, a banner is going to show up. And when I present this, students are going to see those three choices when this question is shown to them on their screen or at the front of the room. Let's say I've gone through all of my slides and I've added my interactive slides where I want them to be to make sure that every single student is answering the question and engaging with the questions or the task, and I'm ready to start my lesson. To start your lesson, you're going to choose Start Lesson. When you choose Start Lesson, this is going to pop up here. Be aware it may prompt you to log in, and you may have to come back to this page and choose Start Lesson again. If you do, let myself or Ms. Matat know, and we will walk you through that. And at this moment, you're going to choose Student Paced or Instructor Paced. I'm just going to show you what Student Paced activity looks like. Immediately what this did is this opened up, this is called the teacher dashboard. So on my side, I can see what my students see. If I would like to put a projector on the front of the screen for students, so like I'm walking the students through the lesson, I would choose Open Projector in a new tab. And now this is what the students are seeing, and I can walk through this with them. Often we do this when it's in live pace mode instead of student paced. Student paced means that they'd be working on their own. I want to go back to the teacher dashboard so I can watch responses. And here's my join code. I can copy the link to the code. I can just show students this code here, write it down somewhere, and they can join. So again, Peardeck is a really great way to engage students and make sure that they're focusing on every single question and every single student is engaged. Just one of the many tools that you can use and how technology can be used to really make learning valuable rather than just students kind of sitting and listening along to the lesson. Let me know if you have any questions.